Gates Millennium Scholars Program, along with Vicky and other students as part of the Rockefeller Society. So, about the program, what is the Gates Millennium Scholars Program? It is funded by a $1 million grant from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and was established in 1999. And the goal of GMS is to promote academic excellency and to provide opportunities for thousands of outstanding students with significant financial needs to reach their fullest potential. So basically about the program, the host of the program is the United Negro College Fund, and they have partnered up with different organizations. So there's the American Indian Graduate Center for Scholars, Asian Pacific Islander American Scholarship Fund, and the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. The GMS award provides support for the cost of education that's not met by public financial aid or other scholarships. Renewal awards for the Gates Scholars, meaning that every year they renew it, you have to renew the scholarship. Graduate school fellowships for continuing Gates Scholars in the areas of computer science, education, engineering, library science, mathematics, public health, and the sciences. The scholarship is not fund for law school or medical school, but these are the other parts that they'll fund for. So it's a 10-year scholarship, so it's 5 years of undergrad and 5 years of graduate school. So under the 5 years of undergrad, you can go to any major you'd like to, but for grad school, these are the areas that they are funding for. And also leadership development programs with distinctive personal, academic, and professional growth opportunities, such as right now I'm being a GMS ambassador and explain to everyone else how to attain this scholarship. So the benefits of the Gates Millennium Scholars Scholarship. That I just said, the GMS Ambassador Program. Leadership development conferences, which they fly you out to different places and they study more, they practice more on how to become better leaders right after high school and bring it into college into your future. Provide scholarship awards, so sometimes your needs might change as the years goes on. You might need more money, and if it's necessary, then they'll increase the amount. Deferment options, so if you decide to take a break for 1 semester or a year, there's an option for that, and they'll continue to count towards your 5 years. Academic empowerment services, mentoring, so they offer, just like how society has the mentoring program, they offer mentors which you can go and speak to and get advice from, and the GMS circles, which is basically like our own private networking system, similar to Facebook, so it's like it lets you know if anybody else in your campus is a GMS scholar, and you can link up with them and hang out, I guess. Benefits of the GMS program is more than a scholarship. It offers the Gates Millennium Scholars with academic empowerment services to encourage academic excellence. Mentoring services for academic and personal development, and an online resource center that provides internship, fellowship, and scholarship information. So being a GMS scholar, if you go on the website, they have other opportunities that you can, there's different listings of different scholarships, fellowships, internships that you can be a part of. And also there's different forums if you have any questions, or you can't really directly call someone or speak to them. You can also speak to your fellow GMS scholars, and we'll hopefully be able to help you answer questions. So the eligibility criteria for the GMS scholarship. You have to be an African American, American Indian, Alaska Native, Asian Pacific Islander American, or a Hispanic American. You have to be a citizen, a legal permanent resident, or a national of the United States. And in high school, you must have a cumulative GPA of 3.3 on a 4.0 scale at the time of nomination or earning a GED. You guys are a degree student freshmen who will be entering an accredited college or a university as a full-time student. So for those who are already in college, you can't really get the GMS scholarship. You have to be a high school senior going into becoming a freshman. Also has demonstrated leadership abilities through participation in community service, extracurricular, or other activities, which we know is very important. A part of filling out the application, they'll definitely ask a lot of questions of any community service that you've done, what other activities you've been a part of, and they take that into consideration as well. Also met the federal Pell Grant eligibility criteria, which you'll learn more about through your guidance counselors in high school. So the nomination process. You have to have the nominator and a recommender, and of course the nominee, which is yourself. An educator who's familiar with the student's academic background completes the denominator form. And a community member or individual who is aware of the student's community service and leadership activities to complete the recommender form. And a student to complete a comprehensive nominee personal information form. So also, as you're applying, if you have your nominee, your recommender to continue with applying for the scholarship, make sure you stay on their backs, make sure they fill their part too, because everyone has their own separate application, their separate account, and you have to make sure everyone submits everything on time. So if you submitted your portion and the nominator sent their portion and the recommender didn't send their portion, they're not going to look at your application. The packet consists of a nominee personal information form, nominator form, recommender form, as I said, and applications do not need to be submitted in the same format or at the same time. Forms can be mailed or submitted online. No attachments, all forms must be submitted by the deadline. Just like I was talking about before. So basically, when you're, there's a bunch of questions that they offer, and these are just a few questions that they've asked in the past and they might ask in the future. So there's like, you got any difficulties with any subject, short-term, long-term growth goals, or questions about where you've had any difficulty in school, or what's motivated you to continue your career in college and further on. That was my favorite question because for myself, my family's from Haiti, and basically my grandfather, he didn't finish school. He just finished up to about elementary school, and then for him, his motive was to make sure that my parents and my aunts and uncles continued school, so they furthered on to about high school. But they had to stop because they probably had kids or had to take care of the rest of the family, and so now I'm the first American generation of my family. So I'm the first in my family to graduate from high school, and my next year graduate from college. So like for that, when we write these things, they like to hear these kind of stories. The scholarship timeline. The application process starts from August through mid-January. So actually, the application process is going to start from August the 1st. So the applications will be ready online by next week. All online applications are processed when submitted. All applications mailed by the deadline are scanned and loaded. And during the month of February, that's when they have the estimated readers and see who's eligible for the scholarship. And from March through April, that's when they start notifying students of if you make through a first step, and then they go through another step to see if you still qualify, and then they select their finalists. And about 1,008 scholars are selected and notified. Online community. The website is www.gmsp.org, and when you get to the website, you click on online communities, and you pick on the student's prospective scholar, and the students are sent targeted messages based on their grade level, messages on preparing for the scholarship, and once you sign on, they consistently remind you, the deadline's coming up, when's the deadline. There's a parent support portion and a portion for the guidance counselors to provide messages to students to keep staying on their back. So basically, it's like when you're going on the webcasted login, you'll be seeing this welcome page, and you create your own. You let them know what your email address is, and you create your own account. It's like any other website you would go on to. This is just a view of some possible website. The GMS Scholarship offers access by providing the last dollar funding to Pell Grant eligible students. So for example, even though FAFSA might give you this certain amount of money, but you still need to cover the rest of the amount, they basically cover the rest that's needed. Choice of preferred college or university and provide support for leadership development initiatives. So basically, you can go to any university you want to, and they'll help pay for that, and they support you through anything. So like I remember there was one point I had problems with a certain subject, and I didn't like the tutoring program that they offered in my school, and so they actually offered me my own tutor, and they helped me with the class. And also, all applications must be submitted online for this year's scholarship by January 10th of 2011 by 11:59, or postmarked on or before January 10th, 2011. And you can find everything on the website.